what is the difference between a tax lien certificate and a tax deed certificate? I had somebody ask that in the comments, and it was a really good question. And although it's fundamental for me after 25, almost 30 years, this is new for you. So let's just break it down. When an individual becomes 1 year delinquent on their property taxes, the county is gonna hold a sale. That sale has to be a public auction. They're gonna have to sell them off individually. And I'm just gonna use a round number. Let's say you've got a $250,000 piece of property, and let's say that there's $3,000 in back taxes that are owed on that property. So what would happen is the county would offer those up to the public. Now, you and me going in there to buy a tax lien certificate on that property for $3,000, paying 18%, we are not causing anything to happen. The lien is already on the property. The only thing the county is saying is, hey, we need this money. We need it for schools, roads, bridges, fire department, and this is our system of doing this. The United States is the only one that's got this. It's a beautiful way to do it. Okay, so it's not like you as the investor are taking advantage of a property owner. In all essence, you're buying the property owner time. Because think about this for a minute. If you and I were not willing to put up the money to the county would be obligated to foreclose on the property. They're saying, look, if there's investors out there and they'll put the money up, guess what? We'll take it. And we'll pass on the mandated by law interest rate that we, the county, would have got to the investor, and that would be you and I. So now that you've got the tax lien certificate, that $3,000 or whatever the number is, $500, doesn't matter what the amount is, it's still mandated to pay whatever that interest rate is. Let's say it's 18%. When that property owner comes in to redeem, they're not saying, hey, I need to find Joe to pay back. No, they just go to the county and they say, hey, pay the taxes off. What's the interest rate? Typically, they don't even know that you and I are involved in this. Nothing changed. The county, once they see that you're the lien holder of record, by law has to issue you a check within 5 to 10 business days. Kind of nice, isn't it? So you get a check in the mail and it's for your original dollar amount and whatever that interest rate is on top of that. I don't need to worry about what happens with inflation. Don't need to worry about what happens in the Ukraine or who wins the Super Bowl.
Going to the end zone, reach.
Nothing changes that interest rate. This is the reason I say this is the safest and most lucrative investment opportunity you can get involved in. What if I don't buy it? What if nobody buys the lien? Eventually, the county would be forced to foreclose on it, but they would have to follow the same rules that you and I follow. In other words, try to say that 10 times. In other words, there is going to be a redemption period on that. At the end of that redemption period, the county, just like you and me, would have to go through the foreclosure process saying, hey, you haven't paid your taxes out. It's been 3 years, 4 years, whatever that is. And let's go ahead and pay it now or forever hold your peace. Now, this is what makes these so safe and secure. You and I take over the county's position. So literally, when you foreclose on a tax lien certificate due to delinquent property taxes, you will wipe out and extinguish all liens and encumbrances, including a mortgage. Let me repeat that, including a mortgage. Some of you are thinking, well, wait here, how can you eliminate a mortgage? Because the taxes have been due on that property in perpetuity, forever. So there are always taxes due on that property, regardless of who owns the property or who hasn't paid taxes. Think about that for a minute. The county controls the title on the property. They don't care who does what. They're like, look, you guys can sell, you can swap, you can change title, you can quit claim, you can do all of that stuff. Ain't gonna get a clear title until you pay the property taxes off. Hopefully that makes a little more sense. So the last one that people like to throw into the IRS. Nope, IRS does not take a superior position. They are treated just like a bank. So if I foreclose on a property due to delinquent property taxes, or the county forecloses on the property due to delinquent property taxes, they would have to notify everybody that's got a financial interest. Wouldn't that include the IRS? Yeah. The IRS has 120 days. If they do not respond within that time, their position is eliminated. End of story. Okay, so again, I know I got a little deep into the whole tax lien side of things. I'll probably have to save the tax deeds for another time. But really, the tax liens, I'm buying it, I'm getting the interest rate, and I go for the underlying property, or the underlying property if they don't pay. If you want to get a property every single time, tune in and I'll show you how you take advantage of the tax deed. You eliminate the redemption period. It's already gone through the 3 or 4 year property or process. You put up the delinquent taxes and you own it. We'll get to those in future videos. Again, hit the subscribe button. I've got some cool little treats for those of you who are my 1,000th subscriber. I'm gonna start picking some numbers randomly and sending out some gifts, maybe some videos. Maybe I'll do some one-on-one coaching with you personally on that. Seriously, I love the interaction and the direct response I get from you all, and I want to continue to do that. Okay, hit those subscribe buttons, do all the things you need to do, and be careful out there. Remember, this is for real. Sean Higgins saying, peace out.